you've already applied your watercolor pencils, your water, some of you might only need to add another layer of watercolor pencil. However, others might need to do another layer of watercolor pencils, another layer of water, and then maybe on the last day just add a few reflections or touch up things after. It really depends. When I'm looking at my apples, the green one looks like I don't need another layer of water. I might just add one more layer of watercolor pencils, whereas this one, I still think I need to capture some of the darker parts more. So if that is you, and we could have a little mini conference when I'm walking around, I'm gonna need some purple. So the only people that should really be using purple are the people who have a red apple. The darker parts of the green apple will be brown. Now you wanna make sure it's sharpened and we're holding it high up. And I'm going to only be applying it sparingly. So I'm applying it where those darker parts are if I squint my eyes. I'm doing it to the curve of the apple. Now my shadow's here, so this part's gonna be mostly dark, but I do have a little bit of a darker part up here. And then some other spots. So I'm gonna speed it up, and I'm probably going to use the purple and the red for these two colors. Purple, I added more red, and now I'm actually adding some paint, but I might not add it to the whole apple. I might just add it to the parts that I think need a little bit more blending. So I'm gonna do that now, but after I do that, I won't be able to add any more watercolor pencils until it's completely dry. So at this point, I was really careful. I used the tip and I even dried it and used the side just in a few areas, but I did want to see the texture of the pencil in some, so I didn't put it everywhere. Now I think I would be done for today. If there was a lot of time left, I could work with you on starting the shadow, but I will have a separate video for that. Now I'm going to show you with my green apple how I might decide to just use color pencil and maybe use a teeny bit of water on top. Any water. I did bring in a little bit more yellow. For my darker parts, I used this terracotta. I used the side of it in the darker areas, which everyone's going to have a darker area by the stem, even if you don't have a stem, but where the stem was. You are going to want to then take either your green or red, depending on your color apple, and kind of start turning your lines going this way. And then you don't want to just leave the brown, or if you're doing red, the purple. Then you're going to take your color that makes up most of that apple, and you're going to, in a sideways, using the side of the pencil, not the tip, in like that circular motion, which is blending it, but then also kind of curving it. No one should be drawing down here because that's too hard of a line. We don't want that. And then I'm kind of working my colors up, curving it to the contour of the apple, and adding some of that yellow overlapping. So I could take the tip, and for the stem, just use that tip just for the stem. You might even have a little bit of green in that stem, and maybe you don't add any water. I could even press kind of hard on top with that yellow, which will blend them nicely. So once you're finished with that, that should be all we're gonna do today. We will finish everything up next week by doing our shadows and adding our reflections.